Welcome to the Daughter Arise channel. My name is Yvonne, and this channel is all about bringing you content about childhood sexual abuse. On this channel, I share things to do with my experiences of going through it, and also I share news stories and add commentary to them. And from time to time, I also interview other survivors and their supporters in hopes of raising awareness about this childhood trauma. If this is the type of content you're looking for, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be notified of any new uploads. And if you like the content, please hit the thumbs up. So in today's story, it is about a child rapist that has been elected as mayor in South Africa, and his deputy is a convicted fraudster. I will leave a link to the story in the description box below. A municipality in South Africa has shocked the nation by electing a convicted child rapist as its mayor and a convicted fraudster as its deputy mayor. Jeffrey Donson was found guilty of statutory rape and indecent assault and jailed while mayor of the West Cape's Canneland municipality in 2008 has been re-elected back into office. Werner Meshoa was elected as deputy mayor despite being convicted of fraud and obstruction of justice during a spell as a speaker. The election of both to high office has caused a storm of outrage across South Africa, from gender-based violence groups to charities working with child rape victims. Mayor Donson was handed just 5 years behind bars for rape, but appealed to the Western Cape High Court, where his conviction was not overturned but his sentence was reduced. For the sex attack of a minor, Judge Lee Bozalek wholly suspended the prison term and instead fined him £1,000 and put him on a sex offenders rehab program. The two men now run the municipality of the Garden Route in West Province after being voted in by 45% of the 25,000 electorate. The African National Congress, who received 21% of the vote, backed the pair by agreeing a coalition with their party, the Independent Civic Organisation of South Africa. In June, Meshoa was sentenced for fraud to 18 months jail or a £300 fine and a suspended 4-year prison sentence for obstructing justice and 36 months house arrest. It was later revealed that Meshoa was sacked from his position as a teacher in 2012 for serious sexual misconduct with a pupil, but the matter was not reported to the police. Their convictions for child rape and fraud were public knowledge, but the electorate still voted them into office with the African National Congress backing their election. Despite the seriousness of the offences committed by both men, the ICOSA chiefs refused to boot him out, saying they could only be forced out if they served a year in prison. Action Society, a pressure group lobbying against the gender-based violence, called for the new Mayor Donson and Deputy Mayor Meshoa to be removed from office immediately. Spokesman Ian Cameron said, "Residents in Cameland should know their newly elected candidates for Mayor and Deputy Mayor are both convicted criminals. One is a convicted child rapist that received a slap on the wrist, and the other one is a convicted fraudster, and both were re-elected with the support of the ANC. One of the highest paying jobs in the local municipality is filled by a child rapist and the other by a fraudster. This seems like a plot from a badly written movie script," he said. Basically, that is just a summary of the story. I will leave a link to the full story in the description box below. But is anybody really surprised by this? As we already know, there are a lot of paedophiles and child molesters in high office positions who are in important positions. You know, we have politicians and celebrities who also, are doing these type of things as well. The only difference is, in this case, with this mayor, it's openly public knowledge while the person is alive. Usually, they wait until after certain paedophiles pass or child molesters pass to make it common knowledge, the ones that they want you to know about. I believe the reason why he got a slap on the wrist is probably because he's a Freemason. A lot of these people that hold these type of positions are Freemasons. And one of the things I do know about their little brotherhood is that they're supposed to protect each other. Even if, for instance, they come up against one in court, one that's come up in court for a crime and the judge is a Freemason, they are supposed to put that oath that they've made to their brotherhood, to the Freemason Lodge first. That is just my opinion, because in my head I can't get around the fact that this convicted child rapist has been able to get off and not serve any prison time in regards to what he did to that child, and was just fined £1,000 for what he did. That is absolutely crazy. And the fact that now he's got a position in high office along with the deputy, it's just absolutely crazy. But nothing surprises me anymore when it comes to what goes on with people who commit this type of crime. And the only other thing I want to comment on, actually, which is in this story, is Mayor Donson's response to media inquiries about the 2008 statutory rape and indecent assault that he was convicted but not sentenced for. He has said that media inquiries about the rape incident and indecent assault have greatly startled me and my family. Although the event is years old, it still haunts me and mortal wounds are bleeding again. I will spend time with my family over the weekend and decide my future. I don't feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for the child that he has raped. The fact of the matter is, he has committed this crime, and it's in the public's best interest to know that he has done this. It's shocking to me that it is public knowledge and he was still voted in. He should know that this is part and parcel of him holding public office, that information that comes out about him, is in the public's best interest. So, maybe he just needs to step down and reconsider his position, because I don't know how anybody can vote this man in knowing that he's a convicted paedophile, a convicted child molester. It doesn't put confidence in any survivor to see things like this happen time and time again, no matter what country it happens in. We have these people who are continuously doing wrong and evil things, who continue to be put in high positions. There's no integrity. There's no kind of moral kind of compass with these people. But yet, they are allowed to hold office. And when I heard about this story, this is what came to mind. And it comes from Isaiah 5:20 in the Bible. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who put darkness for light and light for darkness, who put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. This is clearly what is happening in this case. The people that voted him in need to have a good long think about why they actually voted in this man, knowing what they knew and thinking that it was okay. It really is just a real shame, and my heart goes out to the victim.